shortened version of the Business Matters show today. Workers at Boeing could be on the verge of a major strike. The aerospace developer and manufacturer's contract with about 32,000 union workers expires September 12th. And a union leader said Boeing and workers are far apart on all of the main issues, which includes wages, healthcare, retirement, and time off as well. Boeing saying that it's going to continue to bargain with the union in good faith and is confident that a deal can be reached. The company has been facing a number of other challenges, including fatal crashes, design flaws, and of course, tanking aircraft sales. Now, DirecTV subscribers couldn't watch ESPN or ABC on a Disney-owned TV station yesterday. So Disney left more than 11 million people in the dark because of dispute about a new distribution deal. Both sides are blaming each other for a breakdown in talks. DirecTV wants to sell smaller, lower-priced packages without ESPN for customers who don't watch sports. Disney cut access to subscribers ahead of Sunday's big night of college football game. Tennis fans hoping to watch the U.S. Open also missed out. And the start of the NFL season and Monday Night Football on ESPN is only a week away. The deal that expired yesterday was negotiated in 2019. It's unclear how long the dispute will last. Now, travel this Labor Day weekend is up 9% from last year, but internationally, travel is down 4%. AAA says people hitting the road will get a better deal with gas prices, down to $3.43 per gallon, and compared to last year, that's down from $3.86. So the Transportation Secretary Administration plans to screen more than 17 million people between last Thursday and this coming Wednesday. Big news here. A panel of Brazil's Supreme Court has unanimously voted to suspend X. So how exactly was such a shutdown work, and how could it be circumvented? Here's the story.
A 5-member panel of Brazil's Supreme Court unanimously votes to uphold the X ban, making it illegal for anyone in Brazil to use X. The country's telecommunications regulator has ordered all internet service providers to suspend access. They began doing so Saturday. It's unknown how exactly the providers are blocking X. One of the most common ways to block access is domain name system blocking, or DNS blocking. Every time you type in a website name, your device sends a request to a DNS server. The server translates the website name into an Internet Protocol address, or IP address. The IP address is like a website's phone number, and the DNS server is like a big phone book. Humans are better at communicating with names, while computers only communicate through numbers. Your device will then go to the website after learning the IP address. Internet service providers can configure their servers so they won't find the website name. Internet service providers can also directly block IP addresses. Brazilians can still use virtual private networks, or VPNs, to access X. VPNs encrypt data, then send the encrypted data to the DNS servers. Hundreds of Brazilian users inquired about VPNs Friday. But Brazilian Justice Alexandra de Moraes set the daily fine of $8,900 for anyone using a VPN to access X. It's not clear how Brazilian authorities would implement this policy.
So get this, a new TikTok trend has people attempting to exploit a supposed glitch in Chase Bank ATMs. So some users were reportedly able to deposit a large check and have funds immediately available for withdrawal. Videos claimed infinite free money was for the taking. However, many quickly discovered that the bank's funds aren't so easily obtained. One viral video showing that lines formed outside Chase branches in New York City with people hoping to cash in on the bug. But Chase, of course, swiftly addressed the issue, retracting any funds wrongly credited. Many people who took part in it reported locked accounts and massive negative balances. One user reported deductions labeled as ATM deposit error, reaching nearly $40,000. And financial experts weighing in, cautioning that participating in scams like this can lead to severe consequences. They're emphasizing that any unexpected funds in your account because of bank errors should be reported immediately. Now, it's one of the most expensive vehicles in the world, and Jaguar recently issued a warning that some of its I-Pace all-electric SUVs have a problem with the battery. The company is reaching out to 3,000 owners of the vehicles. Jaguar wants the owners to park their SUVs outside and away from buildings because the batteries could overheat and catch fire. The company wants drivers to contact their car dealers and get a software update. Vehicle owners should still park and charge their SUVs outside for an additional 30 days. Once the software is updated, that's going to be a temporary fix until a permanent solution is found. It's unclear when that's going to happen, though. And Volkswagen is weighing whether to close factories in Germany for the first time in its 87-year history. And this as it moves to cut costs amid rising competition from China's electric vehicle makers. Volkswagen embarked on a $11.1 billion cost-cutting effort late last year. In a statement today, the German automaker said it could not rule out plant closures in its home country. Volkswagen's cost-cutting plans will face heavy resistance from labor representatives, which hold almost half the seats on the company's supervisory board. One of Germany's most powerful unions, IG Metall, blamed mismanagement for the firm's shortcomings and vowed to fight to protect jobs. Now on to electric vehicles. Plug-in hybrid EVs have been growing in popularity in recent years. NTD Sean Marshall looks into some of the pros and cons of the slightly more costly category of vehicles.
Plug-in hybrid vehicle sales worldwide are doing better than ever. In 2022, pure electric vehicles cost on average $4,000 more than plug-in hybrids. But according to Edmunds, the scales have tipped in the other direction. Plug-in EV hybrids now cost on average $4,366 more than pure EVs.
The obvious reason for the prices going up on plug-in hybrids and hybrids is supply and demand.
Lauren Fix from Car Coach Reports says that when hybrids first came out, no one really wanted them, but now people are starting to see the positives.
You're looking at a corporate car, you get the great fuel economy when you're zipping around town, maybe running to a few errands, but when you really want to go and go on a long road trip, you don't have to rent a car. So that's a huge positive.
Edmunds has listed their picks for top plug-in electric vehicles as the Toyota Prius Prime, with its substantial electric range and high fuel economy, and the Chrysler Pacifica hybrid van, which is the only three-row seating vehicle in the EV and hybrid category that can transport so many people in comfort.
They're great fun vehicles, but there's a couple things you need to know.
A dead battery can mean you are carrying a heavy EV drivetrain around with you. And fully charging a battery to 100% and then running it down to zero is terrible for the long-term health of any battery, according to Motor Trend.
You have two propulsions, so you've got an electric motor and you have an engine, and there's possibilities of issues with both. So I highly recommend, unless you're buying a Hyundai or a Kia or a Genesis, I would highly recommend leasing a hybrid.
Edmunds says that if you're looking for luxury, the Mercedes-Benz S-Class is ranked number one. A little bit pricey at around $120,000, but the performance is top-notch, with the engines being both powerful and efficient, with a silent, comfortable interior cabin. Sean Marshall, NTD News.
And with that, that's about all the major things happening today in the business world.